Hey guys, Mike the Gaming Dad here and welcome back to the channel. I've been using Skyrim as an escape recently, not really playing the game as such, more just wandering the lands and taking everything in, and that's allowed me to revisit some of the lesser known quests within this brilliant game. In today's video we're going to be revisiting one of those quests. This is a quest that I last did many years ago and takes place in Skyrim's most northerly and remote region, Winterhold. It is the sad tale of a man who spends his days drinking away his sorrows in the Frozen Hearth, who on the face of it appears to be nothing more than the local drunk in a town whose better days are long behind it. His story, like many in this land, contains significant tragedy, but the Dragonborn can assist him, and in doing so, hopefully give him the closure he needs to move on with his life. This is the story of Ranmir. Let's dive in and play this quest through. Ranmir doesn't have a lot to say, so to start things off we need to talk to Haran and ask her about him.
It's not like there's anything to do here but drink anyway.
Ranmir beg a drink from you yet? That's gold wasted, friend. He owes this tavern enough coin to burn it down, build it back up, then burn it down again just for laughs. He's had some troubles in his life, but I can't have him drinking here without at least paying back some of the coin he owes. Go right ahead. He just might be sober enough to listen to you.
We now have the option to talk to Ranmir about his debt.
Yeah.
Unless you're bringing me another... Who are you to say what I should do? I'll pay her back when I'm ready.
You can try any option here, but I chose to pay the debt off for
I
him.
won't say no to that.
Return to Haran now, who'll admit he's not a bad man and will give you a weapon and a piece of armour in
We
return.
may not have as much to offer as Whiterun or... Thank you. He's not a bad man, just bad with his coins and his drink. My husband Dagger could tell you stories there. I have a couple of Ranmir's things that he traded to us back when he was still paying regularly. I say you've earned them.
Haran prompted us to go speak to her husband,
Until
Dagger,
next time.
to find out more, so let's do that as he will now have a new dialogue option asking if there is anything to do around the inn.
It's where most of our business comes from, in fact. Well, not exactly. Listen, we're friends, right? I wonder if I could ask a favor of you. It's about Ranmir. Don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with him being here all the time. He mostly keeps to himself, and so far he's been able to pay. I just hate to see what's happened to him. He hasn't always been like this, you know. Drunk, I mean. Well, he was a different person. Happy, outgoing, like anyone who's in love. See, Ranmir was involved with a pretty young woman named Isabel Rolain. The two of them were very happy together, I thought. One day, she just disappeared. Ranmir was convinced she'd run off with someone else, leaving him behind. He turned to drinking, and what's left of him is what you see here every day. I'm not sure. I hope that maybe if she could be found, if he had some sort of explanation, that maybe he could put himself back together.
This is the first time we gain some understanding into why Ranmir is the way he is. He's been drunk since the disappearance of his lover, convinced she left him for someone else. You can question him about her, but hearing her name doesn't go down too well.
What? Don't you say that name to me. Don't you dare. Ever.
Luckily, Haran has a bit of information on Isabel's whereabouts, although she warns us not to go there due to the crowd she believes Isabel has
Just
got
say the
in
word
with.
if you need a drink or something to eat. Oh no. Dagger's been talking at you, hasn't he? Gotten you roped into his little plan to fix Ranmir's life. I'll tell you what I told him. Stay out of it. It's none of your business. Those aren't folks you want to get tangled up with. You'll wind up getting yourself killed. Dagger shouldn't have said a word about it. I love the man, bless his heart, but he doesn't know the whole story. One night, Ranmir was in here like always, drinking himself to death. When I told him there was no more hunting brew, that he drank all of it, he got angry. He ranted at me, how I didn't know what he's been through, how Isabel broke his heart when she ran off with some thief named Vex. He said he'd even gone to Riften to try and find the bastard. I think maybe he was hoping they'd just kill him, and that'd be the end of it. Dagger never heard any of this, and I chose to keep it to myself. I'm only telling you so you don't get into trouble. Riften and thieves means trouble. Just leave it alone.
We've now gained our first proper lead, Vex, and also insight into a major case of wires being crossed, so time to head down to Riften and visit the Thieves Guild to have a chat with the Master Infiltrator.
I have work if you've got the backbone. Who's asking? Not him again. He came nosing around Riften a while back, making a lot of noise about me. He was persuaded to leave before he found me. Funny. I'd have thought she would have gone back to him by now. She came through a while ago. Wanted to know where she could get her hands on something valuable. Anything, really. I told her it was a bad idea. That she wasn't cut out for what'd be necessary, but she wouldn't hear it. So, I gave her some advice, pointed her towards Hobbs Fall Cave, and that was that.
You don't actually need to do this step, by the way. You can just head straight to Hobbs Fall Cave, but that is going to be our next stop. Hobbs Fall is a small cave between Dawnstart and Winterhold that can only be entered through one narrow passageway in the ice. Here is the location. And you may notice a lot of blood near the entrance, never a good sign. Just inside the entrance, our worst fears are realised. The body of Isabel will be seen leaning against a rock not far from the entrance. Examine her body to find one solitary item, a letter simply called Isabel's letter. It reads, "My dearest Ranmir, by the time you receive this, I'll be gone. I know it's wrong to mislead you, but I didn't want you to prevent me from going. I know it's been hard on you, on both of us, struggling to survive. I hate to see the look in your eyes every time you think about how little the two of us have, and I know you're too proud to ever say anything, so I'm going to make it all better. I've talked to my friend Vex, and she's given me some advice. I know how to get something that will allow us to live happily, without ever worrying about money ever again. I love you so much, Ranmir. You mean the world to me, and I only want to see you happy. Worry not, I'll be home soon. Isabel." We now have something which we can give to Ranmir to hopefully give him closure. She never left him, she was only trying to improve their situation, but ultimately did something foolish that cost her her life. Now let's return to Ranmir and hand him the letter and listen while he reads it.
Unless it's gold for another round of drinks, I don't want to hear it. A what? Don't you go pulling my leg. Give it here. This is really from her, isn't it? Did she really run off and do this? For me? By the 8. She's dead, isn't she? And it's all my fault. I have some thinking to do. Thank you for this.
And that's where this quest ends, unfortunately. As it had no quest markers and it isn't logged, it doesn't complete as such. There are no further dialogue options with any of the NPCs involved thus far, and once the player leaves Winterhold, Ranmir leaves the Frozen Hearth and disappears from the game. The only reward the player receives is the knowledge that, hopefully, you gave a man with a broken heart some closure. This is a quest I've been thinking about a lot recently, one of many smaller quests and stories that are littered throughout Skyrim about love, loss and heartbreak. It would be wrong to call it a happy ending because, ultimately, Ranmir did still lose the love of his life, but at least now he knows she never stopped loving him in return and hadn't left him for someone else. I hope this does give him the closure that he needs. I'm Mike the Gaming Dad, see you next time.